Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to use ngIf and ngSwitch, which are conditional based directives in Angular. So we have our sandbox component here, and I'm going to set a property of name, and let's type that as a string, and then we're going to set that to the string of John Doe. Alright, and then up here let's change world to we'll use some string interpolation, and we'll put in name just like that, so we should get hello John Doe. So what I'm going to do now, whoops, what the heck, didn't want to do that, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Alright, so I'm going to create another property here, and we're going to call this one show name, and we're going to set this to a Boolean type, and we're going to set it to true for now. And then up here, let's break this onto separate lines. Alright. And then I want to basically just put an ngIf around this name value. So let's put a span, and we'll do star ngIf, and then we're going to set that to show name. Alright. And then we'll put the ending span over here. So let's see what happens if we save. We're going to see no difference because show name is set to true. But if we go and we set this to false and we save, now we're just going to get hello. This is not going to show because it's wrapped in a span that has an ngIf, which is saying if this is actually something. If this is true, then we'll show this. But we set it to false. Now in many cases you'll want kind of an else. So if show name, show it. If not, then show something else. So there's a few ways to do it. One way would be to just we'll just copy this, and we'll set this to ngIf, and then just put an exclamation in front of show name, which means if not this. Alright, so if not that, then let's just change this to, we'll just say world. So now if we save that, we get hello world. And if we change show name back to true and save it, we're going to get hello John Doe. See how that works? Now with Angular 4, we now have this this ng template directive we can use, which is an alternative way to do this. So I'm actually going to just comment this out right here. Okay, so now that's commented out, and let's copy this. So we're saying span ngIf show name, and then we just want to put a semicolon right here, and we're going to say else then no name. Alright, and what this is doing is it's saying if else, then we want to show an ng template with the ID of no name, okay, which we're going to put directly underneath here. So we're going to do ng-template, and then we're going to give that an ID by just putting a number sign here of no name. Alright, we'll end that with ng-template, and then whatever we put in here is going to show if there is no name, so we'll just put in world. Alright, and then if we go ahead and we save that, we're going to get hello John Doe. If I say false for a show name, now we get hello world. Okay, so this is just an alternative way of doing this. And you can have as many ng templates as you want, as long as they have different IDs. Now we also have a shorthand syntax that we can use. So let's go under this, and let's put in, we'll put in a paragraph tag here. And inside here, let's say hello, open up some curly braces here, and we're going to say show name, and then we're going to put a question mark. This is a ternary operator, and then name, colon, and then world. So let me just show you what's going on here. Basically the same thing that's going on up here. We're saying hello, and then we're saying if this show name is true, then we're going to output the name, okay, which would be John Doe. If not, okay, this colon represents if, or else, actually it represents else, then we're going to show the string world. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that, and we get hello world. You'll see it's going to have the same functionality, both of these are. So if we change true to show the name. Oops. And save. Now we get hello John Doe in both cases, this one and this one. Alright, so now let's take a look at an example of ngSwitch. So I'm going to add one more property down here. And let's say we want to set this to greeting, which will be a number, and we're going to set it to 1. Okay, and then let's go up here, and I'm just going to put in an HR here to kind of separate things. And then, let's see, we'll do a div. Now for ngSwitch, we're going to actually use these brackets here, and then put in ngSwitch, and we're going to set that equal to greeting. Okay, so that's our div, our opening div. Let's add the closing div. And then in here we can add ngSwitch cases. So we'll put a div here, and we're going to use the star or the asterisk and say ngSwitch case. And let's set that to, now we want to set it to the string of 1. So I'm going to wrap this not only in double quotes, but also single quotes, and put in a 1 here. Alright, and then we're just going to, whoops, in here we'll just say hello world. Alright, and then we'll copy this div, paste it in a couple more times. So this will be case 2, okay, if greeting equals 2, and then we'll change this greeting to, let's say, hi there. We'll change this one to 3, and for that let's just say, we'll say what's up. Alright, and then we need a default, so instead of this switch case, we're going to do ngSwitch default. Okay, and then we'll just set that one to hello. Alright, so you guys probably know what's going to go on here. Greeting is set to 1, and we're looking up here in the ngSwitch for greeting. If it's set to 1, it should say hello world. So let's save. And we're getting an error here. Unexpected closing div tag. What did I do? So we have a div, ngSwitch. We have some other divs. ngSwitch default. Oh, I got a quote right here. We don't want that. There we go. So now you can see we're getting hello world. If I were to change this to 2, we're going to get hi there. If I were to change it to 3, we get what's up. And if I were to change it to anything else, let's say 88, save, and we get hello because that's the default. Okay, if it doesn't match any of these, then it's going to fire off this one. That's how a switch in general works, no matter what programming language you're using. Alright, so hopefully that kind of clears things up with conditionals. In the next video, we're going to take a look at property binding.